This is a 77 bus shift rod, front shift rod, and I polished the end. Had some rust pitting and a little, just scale, but not terrible. And I polished it because when this is in the car and you're in neutral, when you go from left to right in neutral at the shift knob, this thing rotates. It goes back and forth about 10 or 20 degrees. So when you turn it, this is the original, this is the correct bushing for it. When you turn this, when you do what I just said, you shift from left to right. This thing turns, and then the edge of the metal on the body that it's engaged with that keeps it from falling off cuts through this slot, and then this becomes junk. And if you put this in today, it'll probably turn today because there's more friction on this than there is on that little edge of metal holding this from turning. But if you use the wrong bushing, which that's what this is a bug one, and you put the bug one in there, this thing will not do it. And so what happens is, see this movement here? This is your wear. This is going to be your wear with a bushing that doesn't rotate. In other words, this turns, this doesn't, and so the wear that you're going to encounter on the inside is it's going to take a real long time to do anything, to wear through. But if you put it in, like if you put this one in, every time you go from left to right, this thing's moving. The metal here is like a saw cutting through this, and it'll go through and just go out really right away. In fact, it'll wiggle. Most likely, if I installed this with this bushing, this thing's going to wiggle around with it installed. If I put this one, it won't wiggle. That way, when you operate the shifter, any movement at the shift knob is translated to rotation here and not wiggle back and forth and not rotation of the bushing. Now, if you use a bug one, which I'm going to do, oops, I just dropped it. I'm going to use this, but you have to cut this part off. You see this? This is where the bug clip goes, this thing. On a bug, you get a clip, right? The bug, for whatever reason, they decide it needs a clip, but it holds it tighter against this, which is dumb. It just doesn't even make sense, really, because it's just basically asking. If you look at my other video about how to do a bug one, you'll understand all this a lot better. But what I do is I cut it off. You cut this right here. Cut it here with the razor blade. So this part, this is all gone. And then you face this way. That the front of the car is like that to our right. And so, because if you leave this on, this is going to hit, and then it won't, it's not going to go into gear. So that's how you do it. So it's wrong. It's wrong, so it's right. And I guarantee you this will work and do what it should do. Again, not rotate on the body. This thing is stationary. You put this one in, it's not going to be stationary. And that's how any bushing, think of the starter bushing for a 12-volt Beetle or bus or whatever, not automatic. The bushing doesn't turn. No bushing is supposed to turn. This is a bushing. It's made out of plastic. This one won't turn. This one will. This one will last. This one will destroy itself in a short period of time. It's just dumb as can be. It's a bad design. But it's easy to put in. This one you have to cut it. It's just as easy to put in. They're easy to put in. That's it.